Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Red. We are going to be going against Lieutenant Surge. We got Diglett Cave. I think that's actually going to be first. And then, what else is there? Yeah, we're going to be going through Diglett Cave to get an HM. Even though we just got the HM for Cut. I believe when we beat Brock, there was a different HM we were unlocking, HM Flash. And that lets us brighten up dark caves. And there's only one dark cave in the entire game. So it's kind of annoying that I'm getting this HM, because like if I was doing a normal playthrough, I probably wouldn't be getting the HM, because I'm not saying the cave is easy to memorize, but I mean you can go through it in the dark, like, and it won't be super challenging, even though I could be talking about that next episode. I probably will wait for next episode. But right now we're getting an Oddish because apparently none of my Pokemon have learned Cut, and I was going to go all the way to like Nugget Bridge because I know Oddish are there. And I happened to run into an Oddish on the first encounter, so that works out for me, so I don't have to travel a long distance to catch one. And yeah, I end up killing the first one, but we get the second one, I'm like, you know what, we should bring out Lee Cuisine because he has Seismic Toss, and like, Seismic Toss is going to where it's only going to do like 20 some damage because that's what level Lee Cuisine is. So yeah, but we got big Pokemon news. Although this is just a rumor, I don't know if the Pokemon Direct will happen between me recording this and the day this episode airs, because there's a whole week between that. But, so, for this episode, like last week on Monday or Tuesday, there were, I mean, like, this has been going on for a long time, but, like, it's really become concrete now, but, like, last Monday there were a lot of rumors about the next Pokemon game being a Pokemon Yellow remake called, like, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. And I'm all for a Kanto remake, even though it's like, oh, I'm just playing Red right now, so I guess I'll be playing that again immediately afterwards, if that's coming out in 2018, which it should be. But I don't know, I'm excited for it. I was looking on Reddit, and everyone on Reddit is fucking toxic. Like, I did like r/Pokemon. And, okay, so before I like start, I'm not like reading their comments, I don't have that in front of me, but like so they mentioned like, okay, it wasn't like a very like in-depth explanation of what the game is, because they were just leaks pretty much. And so, yeah, you're supposed to take leaks with a grain of salt, but like the writing is on the wall for this one, because like apparently like the Pokemon Twitter account, like they've been like hinting at it like twice, I think. Like one time they had, oh, like in like February they had a GIF or a video or whatever of like some of their workers walking across the screen, and then an Eevee and a Pikachu were following them. Or like a person in an Eevee and a Pikachu costume. And then like, I think a month later, I don't think it was the Pokemon Twitter, but it was like Masuda or whoever that works on like a Game Freak or the Pokemon company. And he posted a picture, and it was like an Eevee plush, a Pikachu plush, and then a Pikachu wearing a Luigi costume plush. And like, the only reason that's like solid like information is because like Eevee and Pikachu, and then Mario and Luigi say let's go. I don't know why they picked Luigi over Mario. I mean, I don't mind it. I don't really care though, because all the Pikachu plushes that are wearing costumes kind of look stupid in my opinion. But I'm not like a huge Pikachu fan in the first place, even though I do have like 4 different like Pikachu plushes in my room, but that's none of your business. Hey. But like, the reason I think people are going apeshit about this is because part of the rumor says that it will like implement stuff that Pokemon Go has. And so, like, I can understand that a lot can go right and a lot can go wrong with that, but a lot of people on Reddit apparently think that, like, Go instantly means bad. And so, like, this might not be in a cohesive order, but, like, this is where all the complaints are coming from. Like, people think that there's been a lot of Kanto pandering in, like, the last few generations. Like, 6 and 7, most notably. And it's like, okay, I can see that, but, like, they don't, like, shove it up your face. Like, only marketing is doing that. And because you live on the internet and you obsess over Pokemon, like, you think that Kanto pandering is happening a lot more than it is. But it's just like, okay, if a lot of your, like, hype was around, like, the 1998 period or whatever, when Pokemon was, like, going fucking crazy. Like, I mean, I wasn't there for that, but I know, like, there's a lot of Pokemon toys from back then. And, like, I don't know, I'm guessing sales and anime and stuff were pretty popular. But, like, people think that if you make a Pokemon Yellow remake, you're just, like, separating the gap between your new fans and your old fans. And, like, Fire Emblem last year, they just made a game of, like, they made a remake of the second game that was only available in Japan. Like, oh, okay, like, I don't think a lot of people were, like, I don't know the point I'm trying to make here, but, I mean, I do, but it's just like, only people in Japan will buy the game, because they'll be like, oh, the second game, I love the second game, and then everyone else on the fucking planet will be like, oh, I've never heard of this game. Like, no, that's not what's gonna happen. They're gonna be like, new Fire Emblem game, hell yeah. And, like, I think they're just, like, not understanding that part. Like, I mean, I'm not, like, some marketing mastermind, but, like, if you slap fucking Pikachu on a thing, people are gonna buy it. Like, I mean, I'm a Gen 1er, I'm defending the shit out of this. But, like, really, I think people are just, like, overanalyzing this stuff. And then the Pokemon Go stuff, like, so, there's, like, no big, like, evidence of, like, what that could mean. But there was a leak picture that it still could be fake that was released on April Fool's Day, so that's why it's still even sketchier. But, like, it had the trainer riding the Lapras, and they had Eevee on their hat. And, like, in Pokemon Yellow, you can't evolve your Pikachu, but Pikachu follows you around. So, like, okay, well, Eevee can follow you around, and, like, if you're as late as having a Lapras, like, why is that motherfucker not evolved? So, like, okay, that's credible. And then the picture, this is where the picture kind of got a bit more sketchy, though, is that there was, like, a random Gyarados tail and, like, a Magikarp and whatever stuff, just, like, kind of in the water. But if they're doing anything like Pokemon Go, in Pokemon Go, you go on the map, and then there's, like, Pokemon just kind of in your area, and you tap them to battle them. So, like, maybe in the new game, if you run into that Gyarados tail, then you get to fight the Gyarados, and then... So if you're looking for... Well, if you're just going through the route, like, you won't run into any encounters. Like, you'll just see the encounters, and you can, like, pick them. I don't play, like, too many RPGs, but apparently, like, random encounters don't happen as often in the newer games. Like, I don't know how that goes. I guess, like, Xenoblade 2, since I played that, like, all the enemies are just on the map, and, like, they might aggro on you, but, like, it's up to you if you want to fight them, unless, like, they're that giant gorilla that's 70 levels above you and insta-kills you from 100 feet away. But, like, yeah, don't worry about that. But, I mean, I'm excited for a Kanto remake. Like, another reason people don't want a Kanto remake, like I've already said, is, like... Well, maybe I didn't say it already, but, like... The first 4 generations have all gone to Kanto. So, like, Gen 1 was just a Kanto game. Gen 2, Johto went to Kanto in the post-game. And then Gen 3 had a Kanto remake, and then Gen 4 had the Gen 2 remake. So, of course, they're gonna go to Kanto again in the Gen 2 remake. And then, like, 3 generations, and it's been, like, I think, like, 8 years now. I haven't gone to Kanto since. But, like, I get it that it's like, okay, if you don't want to go a 5th time, that's fine. And there was, like, they ported Red, Blue, and Yellow, and Silver, Gold, and Crystal, I guess, to Virtual Console. So that means if you bought those things, like, or downloaded them in the past year or two, that means you could have gone to Kanto 6 times in the course of 20 years. But, I mean, that assumes you're doing replays and stuff. I mean, like, there's people that replay Pokemon games all the time, too. I mean, this is, like, my, probably, like, 5th time going through Pokemon Red. But... Man, I'm just ranting hard on this. Like, I mean, we're in the 3rd gym in the game. We'll probably just ignore that some more. I haven't really been talking about the game this entire playthrough. Just been podcasting about shit that matters to me. But, like, what else is there that people are complaining about? Oh yeah, like with the pandering stuff, going back to that, like in Gen 6, apparently the first Pokemon you encounter every single time is a Pidgey. I never really paid attention to that, because I think I like started the file like 3 times. But yeah, like, first Pokemon you encounter is Pidgey, like... okay, I get that's kind of pandering, but like, you're not gonna notice that unless you're like fucking watching other people play. Like, like my first Pokemon was a Pidgey, so was mine. Like, I feel like maybe that was only noticed because of like people doing Nuzlocks, and every single Nuzlocke team had a fucking Pidgey on it. But I don't know. I don't do Nuzlocke, so I don't really care about that stuff. But like, I think people are like blowing this hate out of proportion, and like going back to Johto stuff. Like a lot of people on Reddit are saying like they better go to Johto at the end of the game, or like they better remake all of the routes because like I guess the urban setting of Kanto is just too boring for you. It's like you're gonna get a graphic update. They might make the worlds like not as like square and rectangle and grid like. Like you might have curves and shit. Like you're still complaining. I don't know. I mean, like I can get it if you don't want to like play Kanto for. So I have Red, Yellow. I have Leaf Green, Fire Red. I can get it if like someone that has those games is like I don't want to have like 5th and 6th copy, like 5th or 6th or whatever copy of these games. And it's like okay, I can get that, but it's just like there's other people that have like on Reddit have claimed that their first games were like platinum or like black and white or something. But like they've gone back and played the old games and they're like, I don't want a new game that's an old game, like and then people want Diamond and Pearl remakes, like bro, that's the same shit. Like oh, but we've only gone to Diamond and Pearl once. It's like, so what? I mean, I like those games too, but like, yeah, I don't care. If it's a new game, I'm fucking playing it. So, yeah, that's the extent of that Pokemon game rant. If it's real, I'll be excited. If it's not, I won't be disappointed. I'll be like, oh, whatever. Like, but I mean, the writing is on the wall. So, I think there's a jump cut here. I don't remember. Because, like, the way to get to the gym leader... sometimes the video glitches, by the way, just like there. So, you have to... There's all these trash cans here, and you have to just search them for, like, a switch. And then if there is a switch inside one, then a trash can, like, perpendicular to it, or whatever, like, so above, below, left, or right of it, then that one will randomly have the second switch. So, like, most of these, you'll have, like, a 25% chance of picking the right switch on the second one. But if you got a corner, then you got a nice 50-50 shot, but I ruin that all the time. So, yeah, that kind of sucks, but we're going to be here for, like, 2 more minutes, because I'm just getting terrible RNG on these. It's kind of crazy, because, like, the first, like, 2 times I ever went through this gym, I think I picked the right trash cans, like, immediately. So I didn't realize that this was, like, a super annoying part of the game. But, like, yeah, I don't know, it's just, like, how would you know to check the trash cans? Like, maybe, I guess if you talk to the guy in front of the gym, he'll be like, yo, check the trash cans, there's switches inside. Or, like, I don't know, because, like, you never have yet had to, like, search trash cans or items in this game, like, unless it's, like, green. If it's green, why, in the original game, there's nothing's green or red, but, like, in this game, with the color, if it's green, that usually means you can interact with it, and the trash cans are red and white, so, no, you don't. I don't know why I just, like, skipped 2 things there, I don't know. You go insane after checking trash cans for, like, 2 minutes, so... Yeah, but, this is the electric-type gym. If my Kadabra had confusion, this would be easy, because, if you haven't noticed, Rocketer and BL are both weak to electric-type moves. Although you might not know that if you don't play Pokemon a whole lot, but yeah, water is weak to electric and flying is weak to electric. And, that's just how it goes, but, you know how it is. This video's half over. I was expecting the rant to be like 20 minutes, but instead it's only like a 13-minute rant. I think this might be where... No? Okay. I think it's like the switch under that guy gets it for me, you know? Somewhere next to the eye. I never have to go on the left column, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, I mean, if there is a Pokemon Yellow remake, that would be fun. I mean, like, I don't know if I would be picking Pikachu or Eevee. Well, I mean, yeah, you gotta pick one of those games, obviously, but like I'm probably gonna get both games, because now I can, like, afford to get both Pokemon games with my job and stuff. And, like I've been wanting to, like, buy multiple copies of games for, like, a while now recently. Like, I have Pokemon Y, and then I got a download thing of Pokemon X, but, like, so I'm trying to figure out how I can record 3DS and DS games. I have, like, an action camera, and I figured out how to flatten the video on those. But, like, it's very weird to do. Okay, sorry for that bit of a pause there, I had to, like, cough a bunch. But, anyways, like... Oh, man, I already forgot. Shoot. Because I gotta write down the mark where I cough on my notes here. So, hold on. But we're going against Lieutenant Surge, who has a weird sprite. I mean, all the characters have weird sprites. But he's a lieutenant! And, yeah, he's got a Voltorb, level 21. Rocketer is paralyzed, so he's probably gonna die, but Voltorb goes for a nice Sonic Boom. And I go for Body Slam, because I think Electric resists water, but... Anyways, I get the nice 30% paralysis on the Body Slam. Lieutenant Surge goes for X Speed, which I don't agree with at all. He could have attacked me, because Voltorb was probably still faster than Wartortle. But anyways, Pikachu comes out, goes for another, or just goes for a Thunder Shock. It's super effective, but it doesn't do a whole lot to me. I mean, it is level 18, and then Body Slam just murders it in one hit. And now we got Raichu. Raichu's sprite is, like, really big. It's not intimidating, but, like, they, like, really used as much space as they could for that one. But I get another Body Slam paralysis. Like, this is going great. I'm still slower because I'm paralyzed too. Thunder Shock brings me down to 3 HP. But Body Slam crits and does it. See, you don't need your stinky confusions on your Kadabra or your Alakazam. I forgot it's an Alakazam now. And yeah, that's how you get a Thunder Badge. And I think, yeah, when you beat the 3rd gym, then you can use the HM for Fly, which you don't get until, like, around the 4th gym. I guess that makes sense, but the 4th gym is quite a distance away from here, because we gotta go through another route, a cave, a town, another route, another town, and then there's 2 dungeons in there that are optional that you can do first. And then you can get the fucking Fly. So that's a lot of time between this gym and the next gym. But we are heading back up. We're gonna get a bicycle, as you saw in the thumbnail probably. Because, yeah, they got the bike shop in this game, just like in Gen 3. I mean, every Pokemon game has bikes. They don't all have a bike shop, I think. I'm trying to remember if there's, like what games just give you a free bike. I mean, like, they all give you a free bike, but, like, which ones... Like, just like some random guy on the streets is like, hey, here's a bike, and I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, I don't know if, like, there's a possible way to get enough money to buy a bike, because I think it's like $10 million or something. Something stupid. But I guess it won't tell us, because we're just gonna hand them the bike voucher right now. And I'm not gonna use the bike a lot during this playthrough, just because, like, I think I already mentioned this with the music and stuff, but we're gonna pop it up to the first slot in the bag, I think, yep. And, maybe use it right now? No? Okay, never mind. I think I use it after the Pokemon Center, but... Yeah, later in the game there is a... Well, just like in Sapphire, if you watch that playthrough first, but in this game there is a giant route where you can only use the bike to go on it. And yeah, I'm going to be using that route, so yeah, I have the bike, and there you go, that's how you do it. I mean, the bike music is good. I don't know if I want to just exclusively hear that for my playthrough. I like the variety of music. Oh yeah, and like the like Pokemon Yellow remakes, apparently like they'll get rid of the HMs. So I wonder how they do that, because like, well, I mean, like in Gen 7 they had like Ride Pokemon, which were essentially HMs, but instead of like giving the move to one of your Pokemon, you just have a Pokemon teleport to you that has the fucking move, which I think it's more stupid because like okay, like you could give like any of your Pokemon the move Strength, and then like, well, now you have a Pokemon with Strength on your team, or you can just teleport a fucking Machamp to push giant ass rocks, like whatever. I don't know. I think that's stupid. I prefer the HMs, even though like if you have 4 or 5 HMs in your game, that's fine, but like I know like Hoenn has 7 or 8. I think that's 8 actually, and then like Sinnoh has 8. Like, people realize that if there's a Diamond and Pearl remake, they're probably gonna bring the HMs back. Like really though. I think I just remembered what I was talking about earlier, but I still don't remember. What was I? I don't know. Was I talking about X and Y earlier, before the Lieutenant Surge battle? Man, that sucks I don't remember. Man. But yeah, we got this route here. Apparently, during the Twitch Plays Pokemon playthrough, this route took them like 13 hours, because there's a part where you go down, and then you have to go right, but if you keep going down, it japes you, and there's another jump, so you have to do the whole thing over again. So like, you know, like a bunch of people are typing in down, and not enough people are typing in right, so then you just kind of keep going down really fast, like, oh no, we missed the opening again. It's like when you're doing, I hate them though, but like those tilty puzzles where you have a ball going through a maze, and like, they put an entrance like on a wall, but like, the wall is just like fucking a divider and it's not a real wall. So you have to like somehow finesse the ball in there by like stopping it halfway through the track, so that means you have to like get it flat perfectly or some shit like that. I don't like tilty ball puzzles, but if I'm ever on Survivor, you probably gotta learn how to do those, because they like having those in at least one challenge throughout the entire season. And like, when this episode airs, the Survivor finale will be over, but I can make my predictions in present that I'm recording this. And I'm guessing, so it's gotta be between like Dominic and Wendell, but I would guess Dominic, because, I don't know, I like his narration a bit better. I don't know, I feel like I always pick like the alpha male guy, but I just feel like he makes better commentary on people, like, or just like in general, because like Wendell is kind of like soft-spoken, but like when he needs to be, he won't be soft-spoken, whatever that means. That's kind of me though. I'm always like soft-spoken, but like if I have to be assertive, I'll be like, hey. Yeah, not really when I need to be, because like, alright, so the day I'm recording this, like, at my work, we had like some shoplifting going on, and like, I mean, I wasn't like ever in the vicinity of the criminals, unless like someone told me to like walk across the store to get to their side and like scare them. But I'm not like the biggest guy ever, and we already have like a different bigger guy working too. And like, I mean, we mostly hire girls, but like, well, I mean, it feels like it's an even mix, but like, honestly, like, during like closing shifts that I do, like, it will usually be like 3 or 4 guys, and then like 8 or 9 girls on the closing group. And like, I remember there was a point last year where like, there would be nights where I was the only guy closing, so it's like, hey, ladies' night and Ryan. Just kidding, I'm totally younger than a lot of these. I was like, I mean, I'm usually the youngest guy in the building because, like, I'm only 19. So, I mean, you can get hired when you're 17, so the odds of, like, I mean, if there's 100 people willing to get hired at that store, I mean, yeah, most of them will probably be on the younger side, just because, like, school and college and stuff, like, you gotta have a part-time job, and this store isn't exactly the place where you want to be a full-timer, although I probably wouldn't mind it, but, I mean, yeah, there's a good chance I'd be one of the younger people, although the people that stay there longer are usually the older people, because, like, I think they understand the grind, like, but there's people that, like, they'll have a job and they quit like a month or 2 later, and it's like, did you hate it that much, or like, do you have a friend with a job at another place that's willing to get you in? Like I didn't have a problem getting my job because, like, I could mooch off my sister pretty much, but, like, I remember watching my sister, like, struggle to get a job, just, like, anywhere. Because, like, now that you have to, like, register for a job online, I probably shouldn't be using the word register, but, like, you're just, like, a blind portfolio, kind of. I mean, like, yeah, you can just submit your application, like, to customer service or whatever. Like, back then, I guess there was a greater chance that you could, like, meet a manager, and then they'd be like, they would, like, have an idea of you, and, like, if they like you, just, like, on first impressions there, they could totally vouch for you then, but, like, nowadays, like, we just, like, bring in random people that applied online, and then, like, let's say that, like, I don't work Wednesday nights because Survivor, but, like, that's usually when the people that, oh my god, what's the fucking... God damn, I can never think of, like, sort of big words that I use often, or, like, uncommon, I guess I'd say. The initiation group. I don't think the word is initiation, but we're saying the initiation group. So they'll have their tour, and, like, we do, like, group hirings or initiations or training and stuff. So, like yeah, Wednesday nights there's gonna be, like, a tour of the store for the new hirees. And so there's gonna be, like, 7 or so of them. My group had 7. And then, like, most of them, they'll be gone in, like, a month or 2. It's like, wow, like, great job hiring them. And, like, the employees that are already working there, like, we get to train the new people. And you can, like, usually figure out immediately if someone's a fuckwit, or, like, a fucknut or a fuckwit or whatever. Like, I've trained some people, and, like, they have just been so unwilling to, like, listen or, like follow along or whatever. Like most of the time when I would train people, it would be on registers, but, like, it'd just be like, okay, like, see, this is how I'm scanning everything, like, look at how efficient I am. Sorry, I sneezed again, that's why there was silence, but anyways, like, so it's like, see how efficient I'm doing this. And then, like, watching new people put stuff into bags is so fucking annoying, like, holy shit. Like, so what I usually do is, like, I'll stack everything into a nice stack. Like, if it's just clothing, I'll put everything in a nice stack, and then I put the clothes, like, kind of on the edge of the counter, and then I'm able to, like, wrap the bag around it and get everything in the bag in one go. But, like, new people, like, they'll just put stuff in the bag individually as if they're working at a grocery store. And, like, if it's clothing, then it's just gonna flop around, and that's just not good. So, like, what you gotta do then is tell them not to do that. And then, but, like, okay, so if you have, like, a shoebox in the mix, then, like, you gotta put the shoebox at the bottom, so that the bottom of the bag is fucking flat. And then if you get weird stuff, like, I'm trying to think of, like, a weird shaped thing. I guess just anything in, like, a plastic wrap. No, it's not plastic, but, like, you know, like, scissors come in, like, a kind of weird shaped packaging where it's just, like, sealed, like, perfectly tight around it. But, yeah, I mean, like, if they're bad at bagging, like, okay, you can fix that in, like, a week or so. But, like, I've trained some people, and, like, they'll just, like, kind of stand there at the register, and, like, they'll either, like, not help me, or, like, they'll just kind of talk to the customer and not help, like, yeah, it's either they won't help at all, or they'll just talk to the customer while not helping, or they'll be very unhelpful, and it's like, nah, we can't do that. Like, get them out. Like, there's been a couple people, like, I trained them, and then they're, like, gone a few weeks later. Like, wow, like, did you not like it here? Because, like, I know that, like, they don't fire people like that immediately. Like, there's been people who I hate, and, like, they just keep their job forever, like. And, there was one guy, like, I thought he was funny. Although, I mean, my sense of humor is different, and I don't get offended by stuff easily, but, like, there's this one guy who we had, like, roughly 2 years ago, and, like, he would just, like, hit on the customers. Like, if they were a girl around his age, he would probably hit on them. And, like, yeah, I guess it just made people, like, really uncomfortable. I didn't really see it happen ever, but, like, when I heard about that, I'm like, that's funny, that's fucking funny. Because, like, that's totally something he would do! Like, just hitting on customers, like, hey, baby, what's up? And then, like, I don't know. I don't like, hit on girls, so I don't know what I would say. I don't got any cheeky pickup lines. But, like, I still think that's funny, but yeah, man, my throat is getting sore. Wow. It's weird because, like, the past 5 episodes I've recorded, I mean, those were both on a different day. And it's a bit more humid now. Like, yesterday, it was, like, 90 degrees. I don't think I should be sick, though. But, I don't know, I think humidity is, like, what kind of ruins my recording sessions. But, like, I don't know, that's just how the weather is. This episode's almost over, by the way. So I guess we'll just be wrapping up on that. Because the next episode we got Mount Moon. We're not, fucking not Mount Moon. Rock Tunnel. Come on, Ryan, you remember the caves. This is like Gen 1 and Gen 3 and a bit of Gen 2 are like the only games I remember stuff. But yeah, I think we're gonna heal up and then that's gonna be it. So yeah, next episode, Rock Tunnel. And like a few other trainers outside of that. But yeah, thanks for watching this episode. Feel free to leave a like as well if the channel grows. You can subscribe to get updates on my uploads as soon as they happen. But until then, I will see you all next time for Rock Tunnel and not Mount Moon.